market could be headed today, given the kind of run-up we've seen yesterday? How sustainable could that be? And how comfortably do you think we could continue to hold on or trade above that 25,100 mark today?
Morning, Sneha. Thanks for the show. My sense is markets will build on to its gain from previous session. Could be more of flattish in first half of the trading session today. But overall, my sense is we are headed to levels of 25,600, 25,700 in few trading weeks. By the time I think more trading is here, we could be there about 25,650, 25,700 kind of levels. Overall, the undertone of the market is strong, especially on the headline indices and the Bank Nifty. Both, I believe, will continue to head higher. And like I've been flagging that private sector banks is something which will start chipping in. And yesterday we saw a glimpse of that. Axis Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank, all of them had a strong show. My sense is from here on, it will continue to see higher ticks, at least on the Bank Nifty as well. We had a clear breakout from an inverted head and shoulders on the Bank Nifty. So my sense is 57,000, 57,200 on the Bank Nifty is also something which is a possibility by the time we reach more trading sessions. So both the Nifty and the Bank Nifty are looking strong. Any declines, I've used that as an opportunity to go long on the market. And on the Nifty, 25,650, 700 is what I'm playing with. On the Bank Nifty, 57,000 to about 57,200 is what I'm playing with.
Okay, Kunal, some of the healthcare stocks did really well in trade yesterday, and we pulled out the delivery data for those. Let's pull that one out, and that'll give viewers also a perspective. A couple of stocks having a delivery of around 50-odd%, but outside of that, all of the others sitting at between 30 to 40%. Is that a concern for you, or can this move sustain? Is really what I'm trying to figure out.
Like the move should sustain because, so yeah, of course, for very few names and for differentiated time frames. So, for example, if you're looking at Fortis Healthcare, a stock which has done phenomenally well, and you expect that the stock will do very well over the short term, then you may be in for some bit of disappointment. But then if you're looking at stocks like maybe Apollo Hospitals or such kind of names, which have actually done very well for themselves, and even in the recent past, these stocks have been underperforming or going into sideways, price zones. So that probably makes the trade a lot more attractive, and you might probably be in for some bit of more carry forward up move for these stocks, even on a short term basis. So I think now what matters over here is that the time frame is most important. The kind of criteria which you pick out for individual stocks, the breakouts on these individual stocks, the long term trend for these stocks. I think all of that has to fit in very well. But I believe that with such kind of a strong breakout move, yet another for the healthcare or the hospital names, I would believe many of these stocks would see a carry forward up move. I think something like Apollo Hospital, Fortis, etc., I think are the ones which we track very closely. We continue to be bullish on the space.
Okay, so that's the take on hospital and healthcare stocks. That was the flavor of the market yesterday. But Aditya, another sector that did well and the top sectoral gainer yesterday was Nifty IT. Now, positive news flow continues for some of these names like LTIMindtree, HCL Tech. They continue to collaborate with global companies. Give us a sense of where do you think the entire IT sector is headed, given that we have TCS earnings just around the corner. Do you believe the next wave within the IT basket could be led by large caps, or do you think it will be mid caps that continue to do the heavy lifting?
No, absolutely. I believe large caps will lead the way if you're seeing a rally in the IT space. And IT slowly and gradually, I believe, will form a base, or rather has already formed a base. From here on, you can see uptick in IT stocks. And like you mentioned, large cap IT names are where I'm focusing on right now. So a name like a TCS or an Infosys or HCL Tech, these three stocks clearly look a base has formed in these stocks, and from here on you can see incremental gains. So it's more of a buy and hold as far as IT is concerned. You're not going to see any sharp up move in these stocks. Rather, it could be more of a sideways or a consolidative move continue in these stocks. But overall, from a risk to reward perspective, my sense is IT is a space that one should clearly look at, and within that space, large cap IT names are the ones to focus on. And these three stocks top the list: TCS, Infosys, and HCL Tech, followed by 2-3 mid cap names: LTI, Mindtree, and Coforge. These are the two other names which do make the list within the IT pack.
What do you like in IT, Kunal?
So large cap IT stocks is something which I've been bullish on, especially the likes of TCS, Infosys. I think they are the ones which look attractive. So, if there is a sector revival, then I would believe it has to be led by large cap names. Look at it this way: the Nifty IT index in that Feb March correction made a new low, new swing low. At current levels, the Nifty IT index is still, I think, some 1,000 or 1,500 points higher than the previous low. Now we compare this with the likes of TCS. That's a stock which has made a new low comparatively with respect to the previous Feb March correction for the IT index. And so in that aspect, if the sector has to go into a revival, these major underperforming large cap stocks have to make a comeback. Otherwise, the weight of the large cap names would keep on dragging these IT stocks on a gradual basis. So I would believe that if the sector has to go into a revival mode, you have to see large cap names. Now, the very interesting point which I've seen on the data, I think start of the October series, just about a couple of days from the October series, there was a 30% jump in the open interest for Infosys. So that purely is an indication that maybe there could be some bit of long build-up which could have happened in the anticipation of the result season for the stock price. So that's another interesting data point which tells you that slowly and steadily we are looking at not just a short covering spree, but we are also looking at some build-up of open interest which is coming back into these large cap IT names.
Okay, so that's the take coming in on IT from Kunal, and that's what he's liking amid that pack. But while we're talking about which stocks